Hello people, how you doing? Brian Miner here. This government that we created for the protection and commerce of people has grown beyond its boundaries of control, and we allow the corporation to continue to leech our blood, sweat, and tears, yet do nothing about it. That's right. This corporate government that we, the people, created to protect us through the theft of our tax dollars are creating entities of fear, such as ISIS and Al-Qaeda and whatever other alphabetical entity they want to call it tomorrow or whatever. They're causing the fear in the people so that they can grow more and more, bigger and bigger, to stretch out their tentacles of tyranny and oppression across the plane or the planet or the whatever the fuck this glob we call home is. I don't mean no disrespect for her. I have all total respect for it, but it's you people that I don't know what you believe, and I'm not going to try to impose upon your belief. I just want you to see the truth that it really doesn't matter what the planet is. It's our home, and it's where we get our existence, and therefore we must keep it alive. But yeah, this government here that we willed into existence has been taken over into it's kind of an oligarchy, I guess, fascist. You can't describe it. It's a conglomeration, mixture of one dictatorship, fucking, and they've merged it all together, and with all the executive orders Obama signed, and you read them, I'll tell you what, that's an interesting one. I've got video of that somewhere back there that I've produced, all those executive orders. But yeah, it's gonna get real interesting, to say the least, on what the future of humanity holds after the collapse of the governments and financial system as we know it, which is real close to coming into play. I don't know what the governments know that we don't know, whether they are anticipating an electrical grid blackout that would eliminate the computers, it would wipe out the plumbing, and it would leave civilization as we know it, and it would bring it to a screeching halt. Damn near, clear to its knees anyway. We'd be crawling around, and they know it, and someone's pushing buttons and creating situations. This has all been planned, people, and where we're at today, many of you think you're free, but you're not free. I don't care who you are or where you are. If you were free, not in any incorporated country, if you're in an incorporated country, you are not free. You are a slave to that country. I don't care where, Australia, Britain, Iceland, you are part of that country, and you are incorporated to it. And you're not free. You are property of it. And that's the way it is, whether you like it or not. But you can find your freedom and not participate. That's the best solution to repossess the country from the corporation, is to not participate in the corporate bureaucratic bullshit. and to take the courts back. See, that's where we are all lacking, people, and I'm telling you, it's in the courts. Them courts are ours. They were designed for our protection from the government, and we're allowing the government to use the courts as a weapon against us, when the truth is the courts are our weapon and our tool to stop tyranny and oppression from overzealous government. See, when all these senators and these lawmakers and bureaucrats and all these, they get together and they create a law, they legislate a law into existence. They will it into existence. And say, if they were to will a law into existence that says no more pedestrians at past 7 o'clock at night, curfew kind of. Now, there ain't none of you that would want to abide by that curfew, but yet when the policy enforcement officers all started handing out your tickets that you got to pay $20 for being out past 7 o'clock at night, you would all go down and you would pay the ticket, which shows your implied consent that you're all right with the law, see? But not really, you're not. And rather than going down and pleading not guilty and taking it to the court, at the lower circuit court, see, and then the jury, we're the jury, and we're brought in to decide over these cases, where the jury is actually deciding whether the law is a just law or if that law is trespassing against the rights of the man. And see, after they bring in 4 or 5 or 10 of these curfew people into court because they're refusing to pay their tickets, saying no, that's bullshit, and they're showing their civil dissidence, and the courts are finding the people not guilty, they figure out real fast that that's just a waste of money. They're not generating more revenue. There's no generation of revenue off it, so them laws get repealed. That's how it happens. But we don't do it. We just, anything these super god legislators say is law, we just, okay, it's law. We go down and we pay, and we just change our habits and let our rights as human beings slip away. What's going to happen, people, when they pass a law that says you get a $500 ticket for farting in public? And you got to start paying $500 for farting in public. Can you go pay that too? You see, that's how we take this country back from them. That, and quit paying your income tax. Everybody, I can't emphasize enough, quit paying your income tax. Show your dissidence, civilian dissidence. It's the only way to show these motherfuckers we're sick of them, is quit participating in their game. I can't do it alone, and you can't do it alone, but we can all take accountability for ourselves and do it alone together and create a unity that this corporate government hasn't seen before. It's going to happen anyway. It's just a matter of how it happens, that are we going to continue to let them further erode the rights of the people and squander us into the corner and kick the boots in our teeth and tell us to kiss their ass? Or I don't know, people. I know regardless, I'm going to continue to, whatever I have an encounter with a policy enforcement officer, I don't care what it is, it's not guilty, and it's the jury, and it's I'm going to start even exposing to the jury. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to explain to them somehow that it's the law that's on trial here. It's not me on trial. It's the law. This law is trespassing against my rights, and that's what's on trial here, not me, you know. You see where I'm coming from with this, people? We've all been led to believe that we're just breaking the law, but no, the law is breaking my rights. The law is trespassing on my rights, so that law does not exist. See where I'm coming from? See what I'm saying? I'm not trespassing on no one, and so that government cannot tell me what to do. They can't tell you what to do. That's your business. So long as you keep your business to yourself and do not trespass on the rights and liberties of another person, whatever you do is your own damn business. Plain and simple. You know, you come through my door unannounced, and there's going to be trouble. And you're going to probably hate your own birthday and my birthday. Your birthday for the pain that you fucking caused yourself, and my birthday for beating the fuck out of you. But that's not what this is about, folks. This is about uniting and taking our country back through the lower court systems from the bureaucrats who have hijacked it from us. It's not theirs, it never was. It's ours, and it's just through the implied consent of your dumbing down, being de-educated in the public dumb school, the public indoctrination system. People, do you know that prior to 1942 or something like that, up to 1942, the Pledge of Allegiance had the Bellamese salute. It started out, I pledge allegiance to our flag. And that's how the Pledge of Allegiance started until Hitler was doing his thing, and then they said, okay, you can't do that anymore. So they changed it to just all that. But anyway, see, that's how they indoctrinate the people, and they make that flag seem like a symbol of liberty and justice, to where everyone has, whenever they see that, that's what they think, that it's all liberty and justice and freedom. But go build a lemonade stand on the corner and see if you're free to do that, or go travel down the street without license plate on your car and see if you're free to do that. Hey, go cross a side between the streets on a sidewalk, or go cross the sidewalk. Excuse me, I got all fucked up there. Cross the street between two sidewalks without going to an intersection there. See where that'll get you. I've got pulled over for that right over here before. Fucked with by the cops, but they didn't ticket me. But it's ridiculous. That's all I keep saying. I don't know how to tell you people anything other than the fact that it is ridiculous that you're so willing to just go over to these courts and hand them the corporation your hard-earned money that you're already taxed on. You're paying 75% of your money is taxed, and you don't even realize it. But when you add them all together, your income and your property and your vehicle and your driver's license and your alcohol and your tobacco, and don't sit there and tell me it's a sin tax, and I don't care to hear that. Your fucking Coca-Cola is a sin tax too. It's to each man's his own, and if I want to do something that has no adverse effects on anybody else, I can do that, and so can you. That's your own business. As long as you don't create harm or disturbance to somebody else, whatever you do, your own business. And take it to the courts if they're trying to extort you and say that you ain't got no rights. And we do, people. We will this government into existence. It's only exists because we let it exist, and there's enough of us out there who know what's going on, that if just with the civil dissidents at the courts and the people were to change their W-2s to exempt, or that's what I would do. I would do exempt. And I'm going to do it again when I quit Lamson here. I'm just feeling this Jade Helm October. Like I said, I have this terrible feeling on October for some reason, and that's where I'm riding out my job here for now. But yeah. Anyway, people, I'm just rambling on and not saying much. I just wanted to say, hey, stand up for your rights, because if you don't, no one will. Become accountable for yourself. Stand up for your own rights. And stand, when you're pulled into jury, stand up for the rights of that fellow human being on the defendant stand too. And I don't want this corporation of the United States, which all these other little states and cities, they're all incorporated into the same bullshit tyrannical government who's imposing oppression on the subjects who willed it into existence. There's nothing worse, people, than paying for your own oppression, and when are y'all going to wake up and figure that out? You know? Anyway, I'm done. See ya.